my life been trying to grab a hold of what am I?
I'd like to meet a friend of mine, Mr. Michael Debar.
Michael Debar, Michael Debar. Oh, Michael Debar.
He's a bit like an Arthurian character in that way, that one day they come out of the forest and the mist and they're just there and nobody knows where they really came from.
He's from show business.
He's the essential rock star.
He's a wonderful actor.
I've been using my vibe as currency since I was 8 years old.
And what a vibe it is. That is a look at the documentary, Who Do You Want Me to Be?, which takes a look at the wild, inspirational world and life of rock and roll icon actor. What is he exactly? We want to find out. Michael Debar, how are you?
I'm very well, Rachel. I'm so sorry to hear that you're heated. You know, this heat thing is just awful for you guys. I pray for everybody out there. Heat, there's a whole different heat. My life is a different kind of heat, of course. I did like it hot. I really did. But I was watching the clip, and it's so great to see those beautiful, people, because I didn't look at a frame of that movie until it was all done. It's not like I was in there going, say I'm really cool. Just talk about me, say how sexy I am. I didn't say a word, and they just showed it to me at the end, and I was weeping. I just wept throughout the entire thing. God, it's so beautiful.
That is amazing. Well, truly, I mean, it's so funny. It's even in the title of the documentary. You have done a little bit of everything, from rock and roll to acting to being a broadcaster. I mean, all with this very cool vibe, and all of your friends from Duran Duran to Springsteen. I mean, it has been quite the journey, correct?
It has been a wonderful journey. I've been blessed, and I've learned an awful lot. I tell you, what I always say to my listeners, anybody who cares, is that I've learned a lot more from the mistakes I've made, Rachel, than I have from the triumphs, that one has had. And I think that's really a healthy way of looking at a career, because you're in showbiz. You've interviewed Brad Pitt. You know what you're doing, and you learn. You learn most of all, I think, from the mistakes that I've made. And that's what's kept the longevity. That's why I think people like the documentary, because it's a life sustained. It's not the usual sort of death at 27, from drugs. I'm 72. I'm the other side of 27. You know what I mean? I'm Club 72. So I have managed to survive this stuff.
I'll bet you're cooler at 72 than you were at 27. I'll bet you.
Well, I'm cooler at certain things. At 72. But it's been a fantastic journey. I still feel like a teenager. I swear to God, I do. I still feel as excited about life as I did then.
Well, I've certainly interviewed a lot of people, but you have friends named Springsteen, and my first crush ever, Duran Duran, playing with that band in Live Aid. I mean, you have so many momentous memories. What was that like?
It was amazing, because I had such a short time in between, knowing that I got the gig. I replaced a guy. I replaced Robert Palmer, brilliant artist, but only a few days before the biggest concert of all time. So it was beyond nervous. People say, how did you get through it? It wasn't a case of getting through it. It was a case of enjoying it. And I think that that's the most important thing, And John and Andy, I adore John and Andy, as clearly you did too, And they were so good and encouraging. Yeah, they're gorgeous. They're just beautiful. And they were the peak of their gorgeousness, by the way, at the time. And I remember one night, we came out, and the place is, 60,000 topless girls out there. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. Whoa. Maybe 59,000. But either way, it was hilarious, because I come out, they didn't really know who I was. So it was like being Charlton Heston in that movie, playing Moses, where the ocean, where the sea parts, where one side they'd go for John and the other side they'd go for Andy, and I was in the middle going, "Excuse me." I'm here right in the middle, but they got to know me after Live Aid. Once they'd seen Live Aid, then I was accepted, into the family of Duran, which is a beautiful, beautiful family that still exists, the Duran family.
And I'm sure a few of the girls went for Simon as well, of course, always a lead singer.
Oh, yeah.
But
oh, yeah.
Always. But you have so many stories. I wish we had more time, but people will have to just check out the documentary, because it's all right there. And if you're ever in Vegas, next time we're all in person, you'll have to come in studio.
Oh, I'd love to do that. Who do you want me to be? It's on Amazon Prime and other streaming platforms. It's doing really well, and I couldn't be more excited. Please watch.
Well, I love your energy. If this is what 72 is, I mean, yeehaw, I can't wait. I can't wait because I want.
You got a long way to wait, Rachel. You have decades to wait, my love. Have a beautiful day. Stay cool. Stay cool. That's the most important thing.
Thank you. I have a feeling you have no problem with that. Thank you so much for your time, sir. Really appreciate it.